Good morning, student. Today we will start our next exercise. Before we start the exercise, some modulation. You watch test of division.
Let us begin with the test of divisibility of numbers by 2. First, we will look at the multiplication table of 2. The highlighted numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12 and so on are all multiples of 2.
All numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20 are even number.
A number is a factor of all its multiples. Thus, all the multiples of 2 are divisible by 2. Now observe the digits in the ones place for all these multiples of 2. They are 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. This is true for all multiples of 2. Thus, a number that has 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in its ones place is divisible by 2.
It means the unit digit. The ones digit is 0. If any number, the ones digit of any number 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, they will divide it by 2.
You can use this divisibility test to see if any given number is divisible by 2 or not without.
Why? Because the ones digit is 2, 0 and 7. 7 is not an even number. Okay, so this is not a divisible. Why?
Without actually dividing it. Now, let us look at the test of divisibility of numbers by 3.
Second is divisible test of by number 3.
Let us take a look at the multiplication table of 3. The highlighted numbers are multiples of 3 and hence divisible by 3. Now, look at this interesting pattern.
You see that 3 is 3, 6, 6, 9, 9. That 12 is the multiplier of 3. The say 12 is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. And multiplier of 3 is 15. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. That 6 is divisible by 3. Then 6, 18. 18 is 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. 9 also divisible by 3. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 is also divisible by 3. Again 6, 9 and 3.
Note that the sum of the digits of each multiple of 3 is also divisible by 3. This is true for all multiples of 3. Thus, if the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Thus, to test the divisibility of a number by 3,
Suppose this first number is 1, 4, 6, 2, 3, 5 and check the divisible by 3. 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5. The sum of all digits. Sum of all digits. Then 5, 3, 8 is 8. 8 to 10. 10, 6, 16. 16, 4, 20. And 20 is 21. And 21 divisible by 3. 3 times 7 because 21 is a multiplier of 3. Next is 4, 6, the sum of all digits. Sum of all digits, first digit is 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3 plus 6 and plus 4. Okay, that sum of all digits. Sum of all digits It means 6 and 4 10, 10 and 3 10 and 3 13, 13 and 8 13 and 8 21, 21 is and 9 30 and 30 we write the 10, 10 3 13, 13 3 21, 21 and 9 30, okay, then 30 and 1 31 and 31 and 33. This number is 33. The sum of all digits. Sum of all digits is by 3. They divided by 11 because 33 is a multiplier of 3.
Find the sum of its digits. If the sum is divisible by 3, only then the given number is divisible by 3.
Okay, next is
Now,
by.
let us look
Next number is 4. Which number is divisible by 4? Okay.
at the divisibility test by the number 4.
There are so many numbers and test which number will be divided by.
Observe the last two digits of these numbers that are divisible by 4. Note that the number formed by the digits in the tens and ones place in each number is divisible by 4.
Divisible by the rule of divisible 4 is given any number, the last two number is means ones and tens place. 1 and tens place is here 4.
This is the test.
Here 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 48, 44, 48 and so 80, 84 is all numbers which is multiplied by the multiplier of 4. Multiplier of 4 means his number is divided by 4.
For divisibility by 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last two digits, that is, ones and tens, is divisible by 4.
The rule of divisible by 4, a number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last two digit is divisible by 4. Suppose if any number you check, the number is divided by 4, so you have only last two digits. Last two digits means ones and tens place number will divided by 4. Its whole number is divided by 4.
Thus, to check the divisibility of a number by 4, check it.
Okay, that number is, the big number is 1, 2, 7, 4, 2, 9, 3, 12 is a big, very big number. First 2 you divided, you check this number is, the whole number is divided by 2. You have checked only last two digit. Last two digit is 12. Last two digit is 12. 12 is a multiplier of 4. It means the number will be divided by 4.
Its last two digits are divisible by
Divisible by 4. And last second number is 24, 24, 24 and 30. Its last digit is 30. 30 is not divisible by 4. It is not divisible by 4.
4. Let us move on to the
next number is 5. Which number will be divisible by whole divisible by 5.
The divisibility test of a number by 5. Let us take a look at the multiplication table of 5. Note that 5, first number is 5, second number is 10, third 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. The all numbers is unique digit is 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. It means the number will divided by 5 is compulsory. The last digit, a unique digit of the number is 0/5. The digit in the ones place for all the multiples of 5 is either 0 or 5. This is true for all multiples of 5. Thus, a number that has either 0 or
a number is that have either or 0 or 5. Either means 1 is 0 or 5. If its ones place is divisible by 5.
Or 5 in its ones place is divisible by 5. You can use this divisibility check if a given number.
Now, first we check that unit digit, the number is 23 lakhs, 2 lakhs 34,501 is a big number. If you have checked if this number is divided by 5. So you have checked only unit digit. Unit digit is 0 and 5. 0 and 5. Not and 0 or either. That 1. 1 is not a 5 and 0. It means this is number is not divisible by 5. Will you check? First okay, the number is 1. 1 is not a 1. 1 is not a 5. This means this is not divisible by 5. Second is 0. 0 is divisible by 5. Means second number is divisible by 5. And third number is also 5. 5 will be divided by 5. Okay?
But it's divisible by 5 without actually dividing it.
Okay, similarly my answer is not divisible by 5 because it's the value of 1 and divisible by 5. The value of last unit digit is 0 and divisible by 5. The unit digit is 5.
In this module,
okay, next is
in this module, you will learn how to test the divisibility of numbers by 6, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
next will be start the number of 6, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Which number will be divided by? All divided by the 6, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Now
We begin with the test for divisibility.
First number is 6.
Divisibility by 6. Here is the multiplication table of 6. Note that all
This is the number of table of number 6. Okay. Now check that 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54 and 60. They all number will divide divisible by. First we will check 0, 4, 8, 2, 6. 0, 4, 8, 2, 6. Is all numbers will be even number. They will divided by 2. Okay. And second is a sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers means 12 plus 12. 12 means 1 plus 2 is 3. 8 plus 1 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 0 is 6. It means they will number also is number divided by 3.
all the multiples of 6 have 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in their ones place. Thus, all the numbers divisible by 6 are also divisible by 2.
Okay, so all numbers will divisible by 6 are also divisible by 2. It means the number will divided by 2 is divided by 6.
Let us find the sum of the digits of all the multiples of 6 and apply the divisibility test for number 3. Note that all numbers
will divisible by 6 are also divisible by 3.
divisible by 6 are also divisible by 3. This is true for all multiples of 6. Thus, a number is divisible by 6 if that number is divisible by both 2 and 3.
The conclusion is a number is divisible by 6 if that the number will divided by 2 and 3. Those numbers are divided by 2 and 3. Both numbers, not only 2 and not only 3. The number will divided by 2 and 3 separately. The number will divided by 6.
Thus, to test if a number is divisible by 6, check if it is divisible by both 2 and.
The number is 32, 32. The sum of digit is 10. 10. It means 10 is divisible by 2. 10 is divisible by 2. And is divisible by divisible by 2, but is not divisible by 3 because the sum of is not divisible by 3. It is not a divisible by 6. Then next number is 73113. The sum of digit is 15. 15 is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 2. It means they are not divisible by 6. Next is 18. The sum of this number, sum of digit number of 18. 18 is divisible by 2 and 3 because 8 is an even number and even number will be divided by 2 and sum of number is 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 divisible by 3. It means they divisible by 2 and 3. So they divisible by 6.
And 3. Now we come to the test.
Next number we'll testing is 8.
As to divisibility by the number 8. Here are a few numbers divisible by 8. Do you observe any similarity in these numbers? Observe the number formed by the digits in the hundreds, tens, and ones place. In each of these numbers is divisible by 8. This is the test for divisibility by 8. A number is
divisible by 8 is similarly to divisible by 4, but only one change, one difference that the name those number is last 2 digit will divisible by 4 and same to last 3 digit will divisible by 8 is the whole number will divisible by 8. The number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by its last 3 digit is divisible by 2 and rule of 4 is last 2 digit.
Divisible by 8 if the number formed by its last 3 digits is divisible by 8. Thus, to check the divisibility of a number by 8,
okay, but check that these two numbers will divisible by 8. So 240 will divisible by 8. Okay, now 240 is divisible by 8. 8 1 is 8, 8 2 is 16, 8 3 is 24, 8 3 is 20, 3 is 24. It means the whole number will divided by 8. The answer is correct. Then 4 is divisible by 8. 2 4 is 8. 2 2 is 4, 0, 1 and 4, 2 2 is 4, 2 5, 2 1 is 2, 2 0 and this is not. It means the answer is, it means second number is not divisible by 8 and first number is divisible by 8.
Check if the number formed by its last 3 digits is divisible.
Okay, the first number is divisible by 8 and second number is not divisible
by 8. Now, let us look at the test of divisibility of numbers by 9.
9. Next number is divisible by 9.
Look at the multiplication table of 9. The highlighted numbers are multiples of 9 and hence divisible by 9. Now, look at this interesting pattern. Note that the sum of the digits of each multiple of 9 is divisible by 9.
Okay, then multiplier of 9. All last 2 digits sum of is divided by sum of 9. 9 means sum of 9 means multiplier of 9.
Here the sum of numbers divisible by 9. Note that the sum of their digits is divisible by 9.
Similarly to the rule of 3. Rule of 3 is the sum of all digits will be divided by 3 is a whole number is divided by 3. Here rule of 9 is sum of all numbers will be divided by 9 is divided by 9. Similarly
by 9.
3.
Thus, a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9.
A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9.
Thus, to test divisibility of the number by 9.
Here, the number is 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 is 21. 21 is divisible by 9. Yeah, 21 is divisible in 9? No.
Find the sum of its digits.
And second number will be sum of all digit. A given number is 36. 36 is a multiplier of 9. So that first.
If the sum of the digit.
First is not divisible and second is divisible.
Digits of the given number is divisible by 9. Then the number is divisible by 9. How?
First number is 21 is not divisible by 9 because 21 is not a multiplier of 9 and 36 will divisible by 9 because 36 is a multiplier of 9.
Otherwise not. Let us move on to the divisibility.
Rule of 10. Which number will divide by the 10?
Multiplicity of numbers by 10. Here is the multiplication table of 10. It is the easiest multiplication table to remember. The highlighted numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. are all multiples of.
What is the similarity of all multiplier? All multiplier similarity is unit digit is 0. Unit digit is 0. It means the number will unit digit is 0. They divided by whole divided by 10.
Of 10. And thus divisible by 10. Now observe that the digit in the ones place for all these multiples of 10 is 0. This is true for all numbers divisible by 10. Thus the number that has 0 in its ones place is divisible by 10. Using this divisibility test, you can quickly check if any given
1, 0 and 0. It means quickly you check if that 1 is not last number is not 0 means this is not divisible by 10 and the last digit is 0 and then third number is 0. It means last two numbers will be divisible by.
If a number is divisible by 10 or not without actually carrying out the division. This brings us to the test of.
Now last number is 11. It is very important and now similarly to last three numbers.
The divisibility of numbers by 11. Here are some numbers that are divisible by 11. These numbers look very different from each other, but follow an interesting pattern. The digits in the numbers can be assigned odd and even positions from right to left as shown here. Observe the digits at the odd and even places in the number 1375. The difference between the sum of the digits at the odd and even places is even.
This is the important one. Equations. If you find which number will be divided by 11, you have some first sum of digit of odd number minus sum of digit of even number. Even and odd means that is the first number is odd, second is even, third is odd, and fourth position is even. The sum of even. This first number 1, 3, 7, 5. It is sum of digit of odd number. Odd number is 1 and 3. That 3 plus 5. That number of 5 plus 3 and minus 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8 minus 8 is
equal to 0,
0.
which is divisible by 11.
That 0 is divisible by 0. They say sum of odd number minus sum of odd.
Consider the number.
Sum of odd number minus sum of even number is divisible by a multiplier of 11. 0, 11, 22, 33, 44. It's a multiplier of 11. Its whole number will be divided by 11.
72,424. The difference between the sum of the digits at the odd and even places is 11, which is divisible by 11. The difference.
Take that one example.
the difference between the sum of the digits and the odd and even places in 728,090 is equal to 22, which is again divisible by 11. This is true for all numbers divisible by 11. If the difference between the sum of the digits and the odd and even places in a given number is either 0 or a multiple of 11, then the given number is divisible by 11.
If the difference between the sum of the digits at odd and even place in a given number is either 0 or a multiplier of 11, the given number is divisible by 11. One time revise the rule of division. And
in this module, you learned that a number that has 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in its ones place is divisible by 2. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last two digits is divisible by 4. A number that has either 0 or 5 in its ones place is divisible by 5.
okay, write the here before we start the exercise, write the rule of divisible. The heading is rule of divisible, rule of division 2, rule of division 3, and rule of division 4, and rule of division 5.
That a number is divisible by 6 if that number is divisible by both 2 and 3. A number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by its last three digits is divisible by 8. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. A number that has 0 in its ones place is divisible by 10. If the difference between the sum of digits at odd and even places in a given number is either 0 or a multiple of 11, then the given number is divisible by 11.
Okay, now before we start the exercise, we write the all divisible rules 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And write in here copy, and next day we will start the exercise based on divisible rule. Thank you.